story appears ordinary until you see the core side of it.
And what you're looking for is the story behind the news.
We bring it to you from Lagos, the commercial capital of Nigeria.
Giving you all sides and political stories round the clock.
Every detail from the start line to the final whistle.
CoreTV News, expanding your view.
This is CoreTV News with Nifemi Oguntoye. The alleged co-mastermind of the Yaya bombers, Sodiq Oguche, has denied playing a role in the attack that killed at least 75 people. But other suspects insisted during the parade that the army deserter knew about the bomb attack on a bus terminal on the outskirts of Abuja. The Department of State Security also maintained that none of the 6 bomb suspects is related, contrary to claims by the Australian negotiator Stephen Davis.
It's 2 months after the British-born bomb suspect was extradited to Nigeria from Sudan. Now, he is in custody, telling investigators all he knows about the bomb attack. But when he was paraded alongside 6 other suspects, Oguche denies having any links with Boko Haram.
I was in Sudan when it happened. So you were not involved with it, you didn't plan it? I was not involved. This is Are you a Boko Haram member? No, I'm not a member. Who are you? I'm a minister of Boko. How did they link you to Boko Haram? I had a friend that was a Boko Haram member. Who? Five. How long are you friends with Five? It's been like up to like 6 months. Why you go Boko Haram member? Why don't you report? Yeah, I was afraid. I was scared of them. I mean, that's why. But were you aware of the plan to come in the park? I was not aware.
His claim of innocence was countered by another suspect.
The last man there, you know him?
Okay, thank you. I don't know the name. It's okay. Today I see my name.
Security operatives say they are still on the trail of the ringleader of the group. DSS also used the opportunity to clear the air on claims by the Australian negotiator that 3 of the suspects live with a central bank official who handles funds for the insurgent group.
For the avoidance of doubt, we wish to state that of the 6 suspects in our custody, none is related to another by blood. In other words, none is a cousin or nephew to any other, and only 2 suspects, namely Yao Seidu and Anas Issa, have ever lived together at the makeshift clinic called Kishi Clinic, operated by Rufai Abubakar Siga, a co-mastermind of the bomb blast who is still at large.
For now, the DSS is not ready to charge the suspects to court as further investigation is ongoing on the deadly Yaya bombing.
Meanwhile, the DSS has dismissed recent claims by Australian negotiator Stephen Davis that former Chief of Army Staff Azubi Kehie is a sponsor of Boko Haram. The service also disclosed it has twice quizzed the former governor of Borno State, Ali Modu Sharif, and has again summoned him over the latest allegation by the Australian. And away from that, the rising insecurity in the country is one of the major concerns as the nation prepares for the 2015 general election. Speaking of our flagship program, Core Digest, legal practitioner Mondo Bani says the ravaging insecurity in the country has been a creation of the political elites in their quest for power.
Or the rise and the profile of insurgency in the Northwest, it is the politicians that created this. These guys were armed by the politicians in order for them to get to power. And immediately they got to power, they forgot them. But meanwhile, they have not taken away the guns. A lot of sentiments, came up. And these guys were left, frustrated. Before you know it, they started recruiting. It is a political elite creation. There's no two about it. What you are seeing today, the insurgency in the Northwest, is a creation of the political elite. And if it's been sustained by the political elite, and can only be eliminated also by the political elite, go and mark my word. It is when it affects them. The way Ebola is being treated is the way all of them wake up to. Because it's not affecting them. It's a common man that is being affected. The common man is being decimated. The common man is being killed every day. The moment Boko Haram takes this insurgency, this war, to the political elite, and you hear that the governor has been killed, you hear that the senator has been shot dead by the Boko Haram insurgents, I tell you that day there will be an end towards finding a solution to Boko Haram insurgency.
For his part, public affairs analyst Victor Hai explains the trading of blames to the power of the center will not stop the insurgency. He advised that Nigeria should not take security issues with kids' gloves.
Don't we have local government chairmen on ground? Don't we have a governor on ground? What are they doing? Security starts from you in your home. You secure yourself first, and then there's a neighborhood watch, okay? And that's how it goes, And so I think that for us to begin to blame, take the blame away from where it belongs and begin to put it at a remote location, is not, that's what has made everything become the way it is.
President Goodluck Jonathan is convinced that whoever succeeds him will not face the challenge of electricity supply in the country. He also reaffirmed his commitment to putting up structures that will make Nigeria a reference point in credible elections. The president discussed these when he played host to a delegation of the National Association of Nigerian Students, which not only named him a grand patron, but also challenged the opposition to a national debate.
For those of us at this age, I always say that, in fact, if it is a curve that you have drawn, you are looking down. You are no longer looking up. So we must build a Nigeria for the future. That's a Nigeria for you, a Nigeria for our children, and a Nigeria for our grandchildren. The challenges we pass through, our children should not. By the day one of you will sit here, that person should not be thinking about power or no power. We should be thinking about different things. So we must collectively build a Nigeria for the future. And working with you, we will get that Nigeria that we want.
Meanwhile, Nigerians have been urged to make the right choice at the forthcoming 2015 general elections. The advice was given at the 5th Gani Fawemi Memorial Lecture in Lagos. Oluwaseyi Adegoke has the details in this report presented from our studios.
Who for so long have been denied access to improved living standards. The occasion was the Gani Fawemi Memorial Lecture held in Lagos. The theme of the talk, which is the state of the nation and 2015 general elections, aptly reflects the mood of the country at this time. At this forum, comments on the political situation of Nigeria were not in short supply. Issues ranging from health to security of the nation were discussed. A senior advocate of Nigeria, Femi Falana, wants politicians to desist from using the Boko Haram insurgency as a bait for their illegalities.
A part of Nigeria has been annexed by the Boko Haram sect, and they have named the place the Caliphate Republic. As of this morning, not less than 10,000 Nigerians are in Cameroon as refugees. They've left their homes. And we want to warn both the APC and the PDP, the two ruling parties in Nigeria, dominant parties, to stop politicizing the Boko Haram menace. What is required on the part of all of us is to unite and fight this dangerous phenomenon.
Guest lecturer at the occasion, Professor Akin Oyebode, says Nigeria is at a crossroad and needs a quick fix solutions.
People should stand up to be counted, take their destiny in their hands, and kick misrule out packing in our environment. We must justify, make sure that those who come to office justify the faith and confidence that we repose in them, okay? Make them accountable and ensure that we have transparency and pro-people government.
Former Petroleum Minister Professor Tam David West says Nigerians need to evolve into a true nation quickly. Otherwise, the current challenges facing the country will persist.
We are great Nigerians, we are very great people. We are so optimistic. What do you expect of a country where a PhD says 16 is greater than 19? What do you expect of a country that headed by a PhD that says 16 is greater than 19? A country where the vote of the president for food is 1 billion naira a year, yet he cannot pay 18,000 naira minimum wage. It's a great country, we must salvage it. But over the years, I've got to lose faith in our election and our leaders. A nation where a president will say that stealing and corruption are different. Stealing and corruption are different. If you say stealing, if you don't know what is corruption, how can you fight it?
As the 2015 general elections draw closer, many Nigerians' activities are now skewed towards politics, a clever indication that everyone is interested in who governs the country. The power of the electorate through the ballot should be taken seriously.
You're watching CoreTV News on the hour. More stories coming up shortly after this break. Stay with us.
You can now watch CoreTV News live from anywhere in the world on our website www.coretvnews.com. Click on Live TV on our website and watch us live.
And welcome to CoreTV Primetime News.
To follow us on Twitter, click on Twitter icon on our website. On Facebook, click on the Facebook and YouTube to see all our previous news production. You can also watch us live on YouTube. Click CoreTV, leave a space, then News. CoreTV News, a 24-hour news station.
Welcome back. Former Vice President Atiku Abubakar has declared his interest in seeking the ticket of the All Progressives Congress, APC, for the 2015 presidential election. He also named a veteran strategist, Babalola Borishade, to coordinate his campaigns. Atiku's media advisor, Garba Shehu, disclosed this in a statement made available to journalists in Abuja. He added that the former vice president will formally declare his intent and unfold his plans on Wednesday, September 24. In announcing his ambition, Atiku says his interest in the presidency is about reforming government, securing the people, and reconciling the nation. On the appointment of Borishade as campaign coordinator, Shehu described him as a well-known political strategist who worked for the victory of the late Shehu Musa Yaradua and thereafter late Moshood Abiola on the platform of the defunct Social Democratic Party, SDP. He also worked as the strategist for President Olusegun Obasanjo in the 1999 and 2003 elections. Determined to put an end to electoral violence in the country, the Nigerian Institute of Public Relations has organized a one-day public lecture to address the menace ahead of the 2015 general elections. Frank Omolape has more in this report.
From the First Republic to date, several elections conducted in Nigeria have witnessed clashes of opposing camps. Most times, these violence claim lives of innocent Nigerians, a situation which makes many dread the Nigerian political environment. To seriously address this issue, the Nigerian Institute of Public Relations organized a one-day seminar aimed at finding lasting solutions to the challenges of Nigeria's elections. The public lectures had in attendance the Nigerian Army, traditional rulers, Independent Electoral Commission officials, various interest groups, among others. The theme of this public lecture, which is curbing electoral violence in Nigeria, the public relations dynamics. Speaking at the forum, INEC Chairman Atahiru Jega, represented by the Lagos Resident Electoral Commissioner Adekunle Ogumola, says INEC is working towards a free and violence-free process in the coming 2015 elections.
The imperfections associated with the 2011 elections are well noted by INEC, And since then, we've been trying to find a way of perfecting our acts so that come 2015, we'll have a successful outing. So we're now soliciting the support of NIPR to assist us in disseminating appropriate information.
According to NIPR, is targeted at all, including the general public, so as to ensure a violent-free electoral process at all times.
The necessary party to be involved in this is the INEC and the security operatives. And they can see the presentation of Professor Atayo Jega stating the importance of NIPR in trying to promote advocacy, trying to entrench values that are necessary for a free, fair, and credible election in Nigeria.
While dismissing alleged partisanship on the part of the royal fathers in the electioneering process, Obadekunle Abolari, the Orogun Ile-Ila, stressed that traditional rulers cannot be ignored in the electioneering process in the country.
Very many of us take traditional rulers for granted. I do too before I became a king. But in terms of purposeful leadership and rule, you should commend them as fathers of all. Because before the election and after the election, you have a great role to play.
We support policy-making issues in Nigeria, and we go out there to creating a beautiful environment for people to operate. So the NIPR has never been partisan.
Well, so many issues have been discussed here at the forum today, but it is expected that of every participant at the forum today, not only to take something home, but also to help further deepen the level of awareness with a joint effort in curbing the electoral violence at all levels. Frank Omalape, CoreTV News, Lagos.
The federal government has fixed Monday, September 22, 2014 as new school's resumption date. Education Minister Ibrahim Shekarau disclosed this at the end of a meeting with State Commissioners of Education in Abuja. The decision was taken after a review of ongoing efforts to stem the spread of Ebola virus disease in the country.
We decided to call this emergency meeting to consult with all the state's Ministry of Education to decide the next line of action to call our students back to school. Based on all of these, after long deliberations and taking into consideration the welfare, the well-being of the students, and taking into consideration as well the time required to put in place checks and balances in line with the preventive measures in view of the wide spread of our schools in nook and corners of the Federation, we have now agreed that schools, primary and secondary schools, public and private, will reopen and begin formal classes on Monday, the 22nd of September, 2014.
Update on the NFF crisis and the proposed FIFA ban is coming up shortly after this break. Stay with us.
Welcome you to From the Ivory Tower and happenings around the country. Varsity teachers get to air their views. Students are actually not left out. We bring you intellectual ends from the events happening around you. It is dedicated to educating the populace with a spice of entertainment.
From the Ivory Tower, Tuesdays, only on CoreTV News.
Thanks for being there. Meanwhile, the federal government-backed president of the Nigeria Football Federation, Chris Giwa, says he has no plan to vacate office. Speaking to journalists before heading for Calabar, Giwa insists that there is no crisis in Nigeria football. He added that the World Football governing body, FIFA, would not suspend the country.
It's an organization that is no bias. Yes, we have received a letter from FIFA But I can assure you very, very well that Nigeria will not be suspended.
Are you going to comply, sir? Does it mean you'll comply with later?
I think the concern of Nigeria is for Nigeria not to be suspended. I assure you very well that Nigeria will not be suspended.
So the match in Calabar on Saturday, who takes charge? You or the other partner?
Which kind of question will be fun?
It's a journalist question.
Well, I'm surprised with your question. You are seeing somebody in office and you are saying who takes charge. By the grace of God, I'm in charge by the grace of God, to the glory of God. But I want to say there is no crisis in the football house. Let us not allow what is happening to deceive us as if there is division. I am a member of the football family, Majori is a member of the football family. And I'm sure the both of us will not want anything that will destroy the game.
And outside Nigeria, Russian-backed separatists in Ukraine say they have agreed with the Ukrainian officials on a ceasefire starting from Friday, September 5, at the series of peace talks in Minsk, the Belarusian capital. Representatives of Ukraine, Donetsk People's Republic and Lugansk People's Republic signed a ceasefire protocol, which will take effect from 6 p.m. on Friday. Earlier in the day, the information went viral on the Twitter account of the so-called Donetsk People's Republic. Although the account was without provision of further details as to what transpired in the meeting, it was, however, clear that the separatists have embraced the proposed peace deal. However, leader of the self-proclaimed Lugansk People's Republic, Igor Politnitsky, stressed that although the group is also ready for a bilateral ceasefire, it doesn't mean that the ceasefire is a change of its course for secession. NATO leaders have strongly expressed their reservations for the peace deal proposed by the Russian leader Vladimir Putin, whom they describe as an insincere truce negotiator. CoreTV News this hour. Join us again at the top of the hour for more stories. I am Nifemi Okuntoye. Thanks for being there.